Okay, I'm gonna keep my promise with the Asian handicap to explain it a bit better. And there is one video recorded already, and okay, I didn't have such a fine yeah, it's not such a good overview on my channel, but I think my son at least explained to me how to improve on that at least, so you can find it better, navigate there somehow. And to this end, it's the way it is. I hope to improve on that. And okay, the monkey challenge, human monkey challenge, I skipped this weekend, and I don't know if you know. I hope to make you understand a bit better why in the end punters lose actually, and maybe this was enough for a proof. And there is actually no good chance really that I can improve on random bets, or a monkey, yeah, is making it and improving in some sense. But I could make a sample of 1,000 or 10,000 bets, and we would not have such a different result. And my expertise is not enough to beat those well calculated prices. It is as soon as I would compare everything single price with my prices, and then maybe make the optimal choice of these three. If I'm forced to take one of the three sides, then I could make a, so to say, the optimal choice. I still wouldn't be able to beat that market. Still, I would maybe beat the monkey, but in the long run. But I was trying to do it anyway. I skipped that one. And this clings together somehow with this bet the Asian way, because if any challenge, then it should be this. And what is what you have to achieve? I mean, this bet the Asian way. This is like, you know, they are trying to balance the sides. It's all explained here, and I will go through this quickly, but. It is trying to balance the sides. You know, I'm as good as Tiger Woods as soon as I get enough holes in advance, right? Enough shots. I mean, not holes, enough shots. So if he's with a handicap of 72 shots he's starting, then maybe we end up even, right? I'm not playing golf at all, but anyway, we could make it balance it out, right? This is the idea. And then we would both have 50% to win if the handicap is well set. And this is the whole idea, and it's a gigantic idea, and this has really made the market explode, because it's, yeah. Anyway, I'll quickly go through here. Every bet you make at the Asian market does have one of 5 possible outcomes, right? It is not with every bet you can have one of 5. It's if you make a single bet, it's either this or this or this, maybe 3 outcomes, sometimes just 2 outcomes. But there's the chance. This is the idea, right? You either you lose your bet, or it's not the idea. It's what the handicap does to you, or does with us, so to say. You lose your bet, you lose half your bet. You get your money back, push. You win half your bet times the price, then you do not win half the bet, but half the bet times the price, and you win your bet, right? One of those 5 possible outcomes, but if you have a handicap minus a quarter, then you can only lose half or win your bet, right? You cannot, yeah, or you lose half or win your bet. So there's just 3. You cannot push that one, right? You can't have quarter of a goal and push. Anyway, it's so if it were right, if it's a draw no bet, and the game ends in a draw, it's pretty boring, but you get your money back, right? That's it. You bet yeah, any game, Dortmund against Bayern. It's not a handicap draw no bet, but if you would make this bet and it's ending in a draw, today they're gonna play 4th of November, and you push, you win, or you lose. 3 for the draw no bet. 3 possible outcomes only. Is this just? Well, it is just. It is perfect, because half bets you lose, half a bet you win. But you can also simply consider it like that. If you have a quarter of a line of a handicap, right? If you have 1 goal handicap, let's say 1 goal. This is 1 goal. The away side are a dog, right? The underdog. So they have 1 goal in their pocket before the game, right? And the game ends with a 2-1 win for the home side. Then this 1 goal is consumed. It's used up. So the ending is the result is 2-2. So it's a push then. It's for anyone that bets on a +1 line, or the other one bets on a -1. They will all bets will be settled. They will all be pushed. So no movement on the market, no money movement, right? So it may be a sad outcome, also for the ones giving you that offer, so to say. But still, they have to put up with it. It's part of the deal, so to say, right? You try to make the ideal way of betting, and then somewhere you have to pay for that, right? And this is if it's also for draw no bet. If the line is draw no bet, and people bet on it, and massive millions on that side, millions on that side, and it's gonna end in a draw. So all the money is given back to the punters. No one makes any money with that. So this is party. But if there's quarter of a goal and so on, but is it you can consider it like that. If you bet on a no, I was trying to start like that. There's 1 goal and half a goal. 1 goal or draw no bet. I tried to explain. If it's draw, it's even, it's a push. If it's a 1 goal handicap and the favorite wins by 1 goal, it's also all bets are being settled. You can also have a 2 goal handicap and home side, or the favorite wins by 2 goals. All the bets will be settled. And there's the half goal. This is this is half goal is. If it's a normal favorite, so to say, normal home side, even sides, and it's a normal home side, so it's usually 2.0 or maybe a bit more on the favorite. So for a minus half a goal, because 1 goal is not enough to equalize, because there are so few goals, so just very few goals. And so this half goal is to any bet will be settled, right? Either wins or losses, right? You do not have any of those outcomes here. You lose half your bet, impossible. You get your money back, either side, not possible. You win half your bet, also not possible. Either you lose or you win. This is the classical bet you used to make. Minus half a goal, and but this was still not fine enough, half goal handicaps, because there's half a goal, okay, but this is not covering it all, right? To balance it, we needed quarters of a goal between that, right? And how you could consider a bet on, say you bet a favorite minus a quarter, you want this favorite to win, and still you say, well, they are not such a heavy favorite, so they are just small favorites. I want them to win, but still, if they do not lose, I do not lose all my bet. I get half my money back, because if it's a draw, you win. You have a push on half of your bet, and this is what I was trying to say. If you have a bet on a quarter of a goal handicap, right? There's half a goal, draw no bet. It is not fine enough. You have quarter of a goal between the teams, right? Then you can split up the bet into you bet 1,000 quid or make it 100 on this quarter of a goal. So then your bet is split. You have half the bet on draw no bet and the other half on minus a half. So you have 50 on draw no bet and 50 on minus a half. Not a 1 goal handicap or something like that. So what happens if they're gonna play the game is gonna end in a draw? It is you get half your bet back, because you bet 50 on a draw no bet, and this bet is even. You get this money back because it's even, and the other half is lost. So you lose half your bet. And this is what I'm trying to say. It's perfect. It is fair. And if you made bet, for example, minus 3/4, which was the case yesterday, Frankfurt against Werder. Frankfurt with a late winner. I was on Werder actually, but with plus 0.75. But the winners on this if anyone who's betting on this market minus 3/4 of a goal, anyone taking part in it, placing a bet there, he was either winning half his bet because the game ended 2-1, so they won half their bet times the price, or the other part of the punters lost half their bet, right? So this is it's only half of all the bets had been settled. So this is what I'm trying to say. It is very fair. It is very just. It is perfect. Why is it so? Because football is a game of very few goals, and so you needed those quarters of a goal, right? If we have the golf, or if we take basketball, for example, but actually they make half goals as well there because they want to make sure all the bets are being settled. But it's not such a big deal, right? If you have 98, 89 or 112 to 95 or something like that, and you have a 6.5 goal handicap, like something like that. Just to make sure the bets will be settled. And the prices would be, 1.98 on the minus 6.5 and 1.96 on minus 6 or something like that. So there's no big difference between the probabilities, right? But in football, it's massive because this quarter of a goal is already quite a big difference, right? Because there are just 1 goal, 2 goals per game, sometimes 3, maybe 4. But still, it's it's very close. In basketball, you have 200, close to 200 in NBA per game, baskets or whatever that's called. The idea behind it, I had been explaining this already, and I repeat that, and then maybe you can read, you can go through this. I hope all the points had been covered here. 7 is not provided. No, it's just there because it's. So it's on 1 page actually. As I was trying to explain, somewhere the European market, the bookies get an unbalanced distribution of their bets, which usually means they risk their money because people still think, okay, if they hear like Barcelona against Sevilla, they're gonna play. Then they would say Barcelona are gonna win, and at the Asian market it may be 1.5 goals. So then you might consider and you might think about it, right? You might reconsider and say, well, will they win by 2 goals? I'm not so sure. And so this makes sure the bets are going to be balanced. But there's also another, the European bookies, as I'm trying to say, they were usually risking their money. And I was pointing out that I was elaborating or whatever that is, and helping them, and then they were trying to work out, they tried to avoid those losses, but they usually they couldn't, because sometimes people come with those €5 schedina, I don't know what they are called, the bed sheets, something like that, and this makes 25,000, the next one 25,000, and maybe they are the same, and who would notice, right? So if all those 12 favorites are going to win, or 15 favorites, or what they say, they're all going to win, and 25,000 here, 25,000 there, 18,000 there, I don't know. Even if they made the payout limit, they set it to somewhere, but still it could be possible to lose all their money, right, in one weekend, and they wanted to avoid that. But how could they do so? I mean, if they would say, no, you can't bet these 15 games, I mean, what would what would those people say? Why can't I bet those 15 games? It's not going to happen anyway. So anyway, tend to go with the favorites. This is abolished by this idea that there is no favorite actually on the site anymore. You may still think, okay, minus 1.5, I'm going to go for Barca, they're going to win. But if you do that consistently, then you think at some time, well, what have I done actually? My money's gone. And anyway, being exposed to heavy losses, that's what I was trying to say, and heavy is misspelled. When the book is closed, there's a chance for them to lose money. As I was saying, that was what someone said to me. Why is it called bookmaker, right? Because they made their books and then they closed the book, right, before. But this was rather in horse racing. And then you could say, okay, the book is closed, now this is the payout, and I have my guaranteed wins. But in football betting, it's not possible to close the book and you're certain to win money. You're exposed to losses. How to balance the bets. Yeah, this was the idea. How to make both sides evenly attractive. It's the same thing. You have to work out the right handicap, and then they are both, and it's the same price, and it's 196 they give, so not 2.0 as you would have. We flip a coin 2.0. This should be the payout. They would pay you 196, but still this is very fair because you still got the free choice, and maybe there is a mistake somewhere, and this is what I'm trying to do, and to find out. Both sides evenly attractive. To risk losing money, yeah, this is by balancing the bets. It's happening already. It has happened already. It is made sure. And if there is an imbalance, they're gonna change the price and attract more bets on this side where the price is gonna rise. Because people then would maybe say, oh, now I get 2.05, I'm gonna go for this side. Sometimes they also settle their bets like that, but this is a different story. And the odds are very attractive for the punters. You have to understand that, because by making sure you're gonna win, I mean, either one side is gonna win, but I'm paying out everyone, and I collect this side's money and I pay out those. But if I pay out 196 instead and collect the other half, then I have those 4% win, right? But they can push it up really high to in a very small winning margin because it is so certain they are going to win. It's not just it is certain. It is so certain. It is 100% in most cases in big games, right? And if there is if they start to get into some risk, they take the game away because they say, no, we're not going to expose ourselves to losses. So that simple idea, I was saying that, and 70 minutes, the favorite got to give the dog an edge before the game. This is, those edges are called handicap lines. Lines are moving up in quarters of goals because there are so few goals. Small favorite, 1/4, bigger favorite, half of a goal, even bigger, 3/4, and so on. The chances for either side to beat that handicap should be around 50%. There's still sometimes 192, 2.0, or 2.05, 188, something like that. But it is still around those 50%. And now I'm coming to the point. If you bet at the Asian market, and the monkey would do against myself or something like that, then the monkey is, he will certainly get those 50% in the end, right? You will get half his bets right. I mean, sometimes winning half, losing half, settling the bets, push, and so on. But still, you would, this is like counted like half a win, and this is a loss, half a loss. So if you add up those totals, +1, -1, +1/2, -1/2. Even something like that, then you should end up with a 0, but times the price, which is then 1.96, makes certain he's going to lose. But to count the right bets, you would always come to the result 50% have been right. This is certainty, so to say. The lines are compiled like that the monkey or any punter would have 50 bets out of 100 right. Any punter, I mean, make your random choices, do that, whatever. But this is, now I'm coming to this small point, how to beat this market. And to beat it, 51 would not be enough, because then you just have 2% of the saving. But starting with 52 out of 100, 52 out of 100 bets, so to say, you need to get right. And at that point, you start winning, right? And this is this is all my work, right? If you keep asking me what are you betting on, this is not, even if I would I bet the Asian market, and then I try to get the perfect timing and prices and things like that, right? And get rid of those bets where the prices go down, or things like that. But in the end, I need 52 or a little more, and maybe I can show you here. And this is just, so to say, a result of this paper betting, and maybe I was showing this already somehow Yeah, yeah, all those things are going lost. I'm not trying not to go. I'm not recording this, and this is flicking around. Oh no, this is so annoying here. Really, no, can't see that and stop the video. Here is what happened, and this is right. This is just the quality, and this is what I'm checking here, right? So this is like 54%. So I'm actually doing this is measured by with my methods, right? And I can be pretty sure. Last season I was even a bit better, but still the results were not so convincing. Yeah, just 2.17%. You should not really, yeah, you know, this is rather the result of paper betting. It's a lot of work here, but yeah, this is actually, it's not quite enough actually, but there you should, there are many bets are cancelled, but it's also an unlucky result in some sense, right? But still, it's not that bad. I mean, try to, you know, this is like having 51 or so, right? This is already, you know, where you start to you know, win. I should show you maybe this season. Yeah, it's not perfect, but it's not nothing really to worry about because the bets are being cancelled, lots of them, and things like that. So it's not really representing my result. It's rather the result of what the paper bets should be doing. But still, this quality should somewhere turn into wins, right? So if they are good enough. And anyway, I'll leave you with this. We got 21 minutes. Okay, thanks a lot for watching. I was keeping my promise. All the best. Leave your likes. Thanks. Bye.